So it's just me so far. I'll wait for everybody else to get in here, but before they do, fuck. There, just had to get it out. There. I sent them the link, so hopefully they'll be here soon. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sitting here talking to you, and that's going to get really hard for me and very difficult, and I don't know what else to say. But yes, you should listen to our podcast. We have a lot of fun. We talk about all kinds of things, usually about being dads, and we do talk about some wholesome stuff, but usually it just devolves into politics and I don't know, really bad jokes, which we love because we're 14 at heart. We always will be. Yeah, nobody showed up yet. Oh, there we go. There's somebody. Ah! We're already live.
Live? I had to run to the restroom. The pee.
I figured. Oh. Yeah. Let it flow out of you. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
So, yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know if I should save some on the since this is just like random bullshit.
Yeah, this is just gonna be random bullshit.
But do you not have like? I don't know if I can show it. All the overlays and video clips, you don't have access to any of that?
I don't have access to any of the ones that you've made. Huh. Yeah, I think they're just on you.
That's weird because I have, yeah. I would think you would be able to.
I would too, but like, I don't know. I don't know how it works. Maybe they just like it. I mean, you uploaded it, so it wouldn't like be reading it from your computer. I don't know.
Hey, we still have some people here?
Yeah, apparently Sean and Baked Bean are still here.
Yeah. What the hell's up, guys?
Hey, you can say whatever the fuck you want here.
Yeah, because yeah, I am.
We will never monetize this channel.
Yeah, before we jumped on the live stream, I was getting ready so I could go whore myself out to my corporate overlords.
There you go. Yeah,
for at least a minimum of 8 hours in the heat, no air conditioning. I get to stand in front of a fan every so often. So, and they're always like, make sure you hydrate. It's like, motherfucker, I need to cool off.
Yeah, really.
Water's great. I need cool.
You get to that point where like you can just like swivel your arms. There's just like so much sweat under there.
Give some other names that would have been on your list.
My list was completely done. So
yeah, like, I struggle with lists.
We'll have to wait for Scott to show up before we can answer that.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Damien, curse away.
I don't know if you have Baked. If you have other ones, throw them out.
Yeah. We'll
maybe
talk about
we'll riff off them for a bit.
Oh, okay, good. So you are a dad. Excellent. You have an older son than
you raised one to adulthood. Congratulations.
Yes. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we're still in the process. Yeah, you already got him. Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. So Baked Bean wants some more names, and since all of us exhausted our lists, it's all up to you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to get more coffee. And,
yeah, so did I.
And my dinkle had to tinkle. So
you did mention these, Baked Bean. I saw them in the comments, and I forgot to follow up. But yeah, Terry Bauer, she was great.
Yes.
In the first season of 24, she was a good mom. Mm. And the female changeling, that's a really fun choice. I like that. But I will say Cassidy from the Cisco's wife, who became like the adoptive mother of Jake. I thought she did a pretty good job too. But she was also in 24, and she was evil in 24.
Who was O'Brien's wife?
Keiko.
Keiko.
Oh, that's on my list. Yeah.
I was sitting there trying to go, who are the Star Trek moms?
Where is she?
I wish I thought of Keiko. That's a really good choice.
Think of, other than
when you were bringing up Star Trek earlier, I was thinking that, and I didn't get a chance to mention it.
Yeah, so. Rosalind Chow.
Rosalind Chow, yeah, she's
really, Keiko really from Deep Space Nine. Yeah, she's on my list. Like, first off, like, stunning lady, stunning.
Yes,
like good, great googly moogly. But then,
yeah, Sherry Palmer is also the same actress who played Cassidy. Yeah.
Wait, who?
Cassidy was Cisco's wife in the latter half of DS9.
Oh, right. right. Yeah. And I saw like because I was like, oh wait, I know there's like I was trying to find Kiko. I was trying to figure out her name, and I was like, who is that mom on Deep Space Nine or whatever? And like all of them, like all of the things that kept on bringing like Quark's mom, not Quark.
Moogie.
What's his name? The Ferengi or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Quark.
Quark.
Quark. Okay, it is Quark. Yeah. Okay, so like Quark's mom, and it's like, you disgusting humans and your clothed women, right? Like, like I was like, oh, that's great.
Revolting.
I always
And
wondered.
Moogie was a feminist. She was all about putting clothes on.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I
Yeah.
always
Like
wanted to
making
know
her
the
own
person,
money.
the person
So-
who came up with the Ferengi character. That race. I always wanted to know if they had like
Playing
some
with the
kind of like ear ASMR fetish.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Like-
like, is that where that came from? You know,
Like it like again, like
The
psychology,
Umox, where like you pet their ears.
yeah.
like the
It-
psychology behind some of this stuff. Like I'm like, what are you projecting, buddy? What are you projecting? Like
Mhm.
I like the
Joe's doing
the
Joe's doing the beard thing too.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
yeah, you got to, man.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's
Just
hard
a
not
bit.
to.
I just do the.
I-
mm.
It's
Yeah, I
washed,
just-
it's conditioned. I put some balm in it. Oh, it's so beautiful.
What you
Oh.
use products, Scott?
I do.
Yeah.
I like personally,
I conditioned. I was thinking about blow drying it out straight before, but I was like, that's too much damn work. Fuck that.
I don't want to blow dry.
I'm not
straight. I
trying
want
to
it-
impress anybody here.
You
I
should
want it-
floof it out in like a big floof like
Oh,
this.
dude, I can go all the way. Like what?
You
Yeah.
get a hair pick and pick it out.
Yeah.
One of the things I do
I
like,
have no idea how long mine will go because I always cut it this long.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
You
like
know,
it to be
like-
any longer than this.
I can't. Where are my fingers? What finger? It's all backwards. Okay.
Yeah, it's all
like,
backwards.
Because I want to do this one. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm pointing my fingers all over. Okay, but no, like one of the things I do like is that my gray is actually coming like here, and then once in like two here on the side, and one in the middle, and I'm like, I like that. That's actually like graying out the way that I kind of dig it. So
Mine goes like kind of like white, gray, white,
Yeah, I like the gradient.
Black,
like,
brown.
Yeah.
right in the
Look,
middle.
it's streaky.
yeah, no, I like it. It looks cool, man.
Okay.
I know. I posted that Wild Rose song, "Diggy Diggy Hole," like about
Yes.
like I am a
Saw that.
dwarf
I had
and
sent
I'm
that
digging
to you
a hole.
guys like,
Diggy Diggy Hole, Diggy
Yeah,
Diggy
yeah.
Hole.
yeah.
Like I posted that on our feed on our YouTube and also Twitter. I was like, "This is Joe and Scott's theme song for life." Like this is just perfectly sums up our dwarven appearance. So my wife always wants to braid. My wife wants to braid my beard so bad. She's like, grow it out so I can like braid it. Grow it, boy, grow it.
I want to post that Rammstein video. I can't remember the actual words, but it basically is German for big tits. I love that. It's so good.
That's such a good song. Yeah. Oh, so I was looking everywhere. The only place I could find to stream PCU is realgood.com.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Never heard of
Like it's
Just buy it on
Yeah, just buy it.
Just
man.
buy it
Buy
on DVD
Amazon
or
something.
yeah. You might be able to buy it on like Amazon or DVD or something like that. But yeah, no, that's it. I really wish, because again, on Twitter, again, I lean left, so I get a lot of like
You lean left?
I know, right?
I had no idea.
I know. But I get a lot of like these left like people, right? And I do get some right, you know, like some right Twitter stuff, and because I'm trying to keep it kind of balanced, because
We
I'm
all
trying
know
to keep
you
it.
follow Shapiro.
I know, right?
He's
Yeah,
fan
that's just-
number
right.
one.
He's right about it so
this
much.
comedy gold sometimes. I don't know what
Oh,
you're talking
God.
about.
But like
He's my favorite. He's my least favorite Vulcan, I should say.
you know who I follow? I follow his sister. His sister is stunning. No, I don't really follow her, but like his
You
sister.
follow her,
But if
follow
she
her like
were
in a
like-
car, like you
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
Does-
yeah.
Do the
I
authorities know?
will follow.
Yeah.
Just like
I'll
watching her walk
follow
away.
you.
Is she aware you're following her?
Yeah, no, not at all. Like, I am definitely the Dave Matthews Band song "Crash Into Me." Like, yeah. If anybody doesn't know, that song is actually about like he was reading a newspaper about a stalker that got caught or whatever, while watching someone from the bushes, and so he was like writing it from the stalker's perspective. And I like in the 90s, girls were like, "Oh, this is the most beautiful song. I love this song." And I'm like,
It's
"You're
like every
aware
breath you take, man.
you're right. Like you're
Hearing that at
aware,
weddings and shit.
You're aware this is a really horrible and creepy like song. No, and again, I do not actually follow her. Like she is a beautiful young lady, but like
Just
she's
for our
a
followers,
crackpot, like,
or just for anybody watching who still has a functional VCR,
oh yeah.
you can buy PCU on VHS on Amazon for $12.20.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. No. Like, hey, seriously. Anyone watching this, you have to. So, what I was trying to say is like, we've got like, there's a lot of like left-leaning people that that pop up in my thread, and I always try to sit there and talk to them about like, guys, y'all are doing the same thing that the right does. Like, let's get out of this echo chamber, right? Like, you're like the intolerance to intolerance is not going to convince anyone. All it does is make you feel better about your own stance, right? And it feeds into your own hate, right?
It's toxic.
And,
Yeah,
exactly, right. And so let's like be resilient enough to have an earnest conversation, an open, earnest conversation. Let's just be. Let's like you try to say like you're such an open person, right? It's just like the right when they say like we're about free speech. And that's why we want to like ban books and talking about. Go ahead, Joe.
No.
Yeah,
That's it. I mean, that's the argument.
right. Like,
There's
how
no
can you
getting
be
around that?
right? How can you be about free speech and the free speech advocates, and then want to ban speech and
Because
ban?
it's
Yeah.
about the
The
kids.
children is
God.
for the
Gotta protect our
children.
children.
yes, for the children.
The oldest maxim in politics for
Oh,
the
I know,
children.
right?
Mhm.
No,
Save the children.
Again, it's like using the
But
Bible to justify
universal
your
health
hate.
care for the children. No.
Right.
No, we don't want that. No,
Hold on now.
it's like
You're getting
slow-
into my
slow your
money.
roll.
I don't want you touching my money.
Wait, what about children's crushing debt with going in to get educating? No. They don't need to be educated. In fact, they shouldn't go to college. That's what we're going to advocate.
You've been
We shouldn't go to
educated,
college.
stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
You haven't been instructed in the four-corner time cube truth.
The only thing education they need to do is they need to go to Barry Weiss's Trump University wannabe school.
You wind up with an educated proletariat at that point.
Okay, since we actually have two people watching,
Oh, okay, we do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who know
okay,
me?
okay, sorry.
I'm gonna go
Oh.
ahead and just like defend myself and say I'm the most right-leaning person on this
Yes.
podcast. But I'm
Yes.
definitely not a right winger. I am not a Republican. Don't mistake me. But I usually just let these three guys go off when they go off, and just
And
like,
then-
sit quietly and
And,
wait.
and you'll watch his eyes just slowly, just like,
Yeah.
My
Glaze
favorite
over,
look. My favorite
kinda
look
like
that Eric
looks
gives
away.
he's like,
Yes, I do. I will roll my eyes a lot, especially if anybody says anything like the government can solve this if we just regulate it. Like, no.
right. And again, and it's funny because my wife, who has worked for the government, like will sometimes hear my arguments and she'll roll her eye like no. And I'm like, you're a Republican, and she's like, I'm really not.
Well, it's like my wife
fascist.
worked for the government, and now she's an anarchist.
Right.
And I'm
Exactly right.
I'm the closest to center of the left-leaning side of this podcast.
I'd say that's
No, I
definitely
would agree
true.
with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Joe is Marx.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Joe sometimes makes me look like a MAGA guy, and so like
Every once in a while, you get him on the right topic.
yeah. I'll be like, wait,
I
what?
was at a restaurant with my family, and my son had to go. You know, red hats are ruined now.
I know, right?
That's-
Like I was thinking of that.
There's
the
some
other
guy
day.
on the other side of the restaurant, and he's like, "I think that's a MAGA hat." It's like he's like, "Red hats are completely ruined now."
Yep,
I'm like,
yep.
I have a red
yeah.
hat and I never wear it because of that. I can't.
Yeah.
I just
Well, between
even though I'm
Trump-
in the middle of Trump country, like I'm surrounded by Trumpists, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
People would be like, "Oh, you're one of us." No,
No,
no, I'm not.
because my hat's red. Does not
No, no,
do not
so-
lump me
so-
in with them.
I love my little hats like this, right? I usually wear it, and like I wanted to get for the, like 4th of July. There's a red, white, and blue hat like that, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get that because again, I'm like when we did our podcast about 4th of July, I'm probably the most jingoistic with the 4th of July of all of us, which is funny, right? like which is and again, this is where I get into like the issues with the propaganda that we post, right? But getting that red, white, and blue hat, like there was a little bit of me that was like, I don't want to do this. Like 2 things. First off, if I were to do that, my wife would be like, really going to spend our money on that?
Mhm.
Come on, don't you have enough hats? You're done. You're done. Don't do that. What are you doing?
Got a whole
So-
closet full of
let-
them.
I know,
Let
she's
me
like,
get another one.
show
No,
off
I-
that
literally-
lovely
I
scalp.
like how people have like closets for their shoes. I literally dream of having a closet for my hats
Hat
like
closet.
this. Like, oh, I
Scott
want a
just
hat
wants to be
closet
in
so
the closet.
badly.
Yeah.
I need like if I get to that
He
point,
likes to keep his head in the closet.
I know, right? No.
Yeah, I
so
can't-
true.
I can't wear any of my red Canada hats anymore.
Right?
Well, the thing is,
Even
is
if it has a maple leaf on the front, it's still a red hat with
yeah,
you know.
between Trump and Fred Durst, red hats are just
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Fred Durst ruined it first.
right. Joe, that's such a great point. Hey, don't blame MAGA. Blame Fred Durst.
We can all get behind that, right?
Oh, we can all agree. God, he like. I hate that he did a cover of Blue Eyes or whatever, like that Inside Blue
Yeah.
Eyes, and then I love it so much.
yes,
Like
it's a good
it's such
cover.
It's a good cover.
song.
It is.
Oh, it's such a good cover, and I'm like, oh, I hate it because I hate that I love a Limp Bizkit song, but it's so good. I feel dirty.
Just as long as you didn't do it all for the nookie, Scott. That's
Right.
all that matters.
I'll eat you alive.
You know what? If there's one thing you can say about my life, is that there's so much that I didn't do for the Nookie. I actually kind of regret a little bit. And so,
got all
I
the-
probably should have done more for the Nookie.
No, I've done a whole
Especially
lot
since
for the nookie. Far too often have I done it for the nookie, and god damn it, has it gotten me in trouble.
But y'all both work at the cookie company,
He's
so y'all
like-
had plenty.
Sean and Bean, he's the divorced one of the group.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
This one right here.
For context.
Yes.
Damien did enough for the Nookie for all of us. So.
Yeah.
I should make an overlay for all our little things, like political leanings, divorced, married.
Just have like a little
Right.
like display.
Take marks for how many kids.
Right, yeah.
Here are my specs, right?
Right,
here.
exactly. Like just everything kind of like we just have this.
I
space right
despise long walks on the beach.
here.
All of my pertinent details, right?
I
there.
hate movement.
Please don't dox me.
Like of
There are
any
no
kind.
hidden bodies.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
you
we
say
know
that.
of.
Yeah. None of us
None-
believe that, Joe.
None that I'm aware of, at least.
Huh.
My list of STDs. No,
The number of children I might have.
Scott, did
Body
you
count.
actually post those pictures of my keyboard children on our Facebook?
no,
You
No, I
should
need
totally do
to.
that.
I need to. That was I was trying to do that so much, and it kept on getting these like horrible things. So I finally found one AI that finally produced what I was trying to get at, and I think those were just like absolutely perfect of your keyboard children. I was like, freaking finally.
Those are some creepy offspring, man.
Right? I don't think I posted the Cthulhu Tom or the Cthulhu Kevin Costner or whatever like stuff that I did also. I need to like post those.
Yeah, they were a little clean for my taste, though.
Yeah. I know. Oh, did I show you guys the Kevin Costner riding a horse? Like, so I put in Kevin Costner as a rancher with unicorns flying above him, rainbow unicorns flying above him, and leprechauns on unicycles on the ground.
No.
And like it created this bizarre just mess that I was like, this is magnificent. And so I'll
confused the AI, Scott.
Yeah, the AI was like,
Was Kevin Costner floating behind the horse?
no,
Okay.
like it's like Kevin Costner with like unicycle wheels on both legs, riding a horse, and this like horrific mass of like little like rainbow horse thing stuff like above him, and it was like and it was,
You jerked off to it, didn't you?
I did. I pleasured
He's got at least
myself.
two keys on his keyboard that are stuck together now.
Yeah, now he's gonna have keyboard children.
Right? Good children.
Look like little Kevin Costners.
Well, post nut calmness. Yeah. Post nut clarity. That was post nut clarity.
I shall nurture you.
Even his keyboard's got curves. You notice
It
that?
does,
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't even have a straight keyboard.
Yeah.
There's all these there's all these clues, and then like at the end you'll be like, I knew it.
No, Sean,
These
I don't
clues.
kink shame. I definitely don't kink shame. I'm
No.
all about not being ashamed of what you love, right?
Yeah.
we do not
There's no
yuck
kink
other people's
shaming here.
yums. We do not.
Yeah, we do not yuck yums.
That is in our bylaws. I do want to ask you guys a random question that Lynn like texted me last night while I was falling asleep. He texted me this question, and it was let me see if I can get it word for word. Sorry, this is riveting, I know. It was, hey, do you know about the hidden cheese cave in Springfield, Missouri? Do you have any idea what he's talking about? Because I looked it up and holy shit.
No.
Hidden
What?
cheese cave?
Okay, underneath Springfield, Missouri is a series of caves called the Springfield Underground, where a bunch of cheese is being stored as we speak. Now, a lot of it is owned by private companies, and they actually do like go in there and take it out and stuff, and it's being used for legitimate purposes. But the largest section of it is reserved for fucking government cheese. 1.5 billion pounds of American-made government cheese is sitting inside this giant vault underneath Springfield, Missouri, and it's been there for 40 years. Just aging.
Oh,
And
this
it's
is
American
40-year-old
cheese.
This is
It's this 40-year-old American
aged
government
cheese.
cheese. This is the worst cheese in the world. Like, I can
I
only
wanna taste
imagine.
it.
You're not
What-
supposed to age American cheese.
No, you're not. I can only imagine, like, someday
don't-
somebody's gonna open that door to that vault, and that cheese is gonna come out, and it's gonna
By
want
itself.
revenge.
Well, just as long as they're not storing
It's
nuclear
evolved.
waste with
I
it.
know, I was about to say, yeah, like right, like
Yeah, if they take nuclear waste and put it with it, we will
no,
have our overlords coming out. soon.
no, what will happen
I
is
never thought
we'll
cheese-based life, but you know,
Yeah, they did have that was it Black Mirror? No, that was Love, Death, and Robots, the day the yogurt took over or whatever.
I didn't see
Yeah,
that
this will
one.
be the day the
Same
cheese took over.
Same thing.
No. So what's going to happen is we're going to go green and we're going to start building more nuclear power plants, and we're not going to know what to do with the waste. And we're going to be like, hey, there's a giant cave that's been there for like 40 years. Let's just put some of it in there. And then it'll be there for years. Then someone will open it, and then it will be the new cheese toxic avenger that will come out in this horrid mess.
can you go
When you're
on
a block of
tours?
Velveeta, man.
I jumped to
Yeah.
another conclusion. Oh, I turned that bad boy Swiss.
Baby Swiss only though.
That's right.
We know, Scott. We know it was baby
Grow,
Swiss.
grow, my children. Grow. Grow my
No, just
children.
because of
I
the
will
small
nurture you.
holes, Scott.
Hey, size, it's not the
I'll
size.
poke
it's
some
how
holes
you
in that
use it.
cheese.
I'm not shaming. I'm just, you know.
It's not the size, it's how you use it. Hey.
I don't know,
It
that's
did
got
its
my mic
job
up.
twice.
I tickle. I don't pleasure the women. I tickle them.
Trying to drink here.
No.
No
I just
drinking
wanna know,
on this
can you-
podcast.
Can they open this up for tours or is
My
it
wife has great
No,
abs.
is it a toxic?
when I looked it
environment.
up, like they do occasionally, like some of the private companies, like Kraft has a place that they sometimes let like school tours through,
Mm.
but
That's
it's
where
not generally
Kraft comes
open to the
from.
public. And that actually, like, if I were more of a conspiracy theorist, I would say there's definitely not government cheese in that cave. There's something else. There's some like UFO conspiracy shit going on in there, but it's just government cheese.
It's where Kraft gets the dust for the mac and cheese. They just come in.
They just
Scrape it off the American cheese block.
because yeah, when he first sent me that question, that was what I pictured was like a cave made of cheese, walls made of cheese.
It is not the moon made of green cheese. It is the cave in Missouri.
Oh my!
I just-
what do you
here,
think
let-
from it, Wensleydale?
Let me read this description because I love it. Okay. They keep this cheese hundreds of feet below ground in converted limestone mines in Missouri. The cheese caves are kept at a perfect 36 degrees Fahrenheit and are home to the massive stockpile of government-owned cheese. United States cheese hoard began in the 1970s during the
Jimmy
National
Carter
Dairy
when he was
Program.
trying to like give the money to the dairy farmers, and instead of
Yeah.
just giving them money, he just bought a shit ton of cheese.
We'll just store it there. No,
And
and
never
like,
did-
like
Never did crap with it, so it's just still
Nope,
sitting
it's
there.
just still like they were literally trying to give it away to homeless shelters.
This
and
is
shit.
just proof
And
for Eric
even-
that government.
Oh yeah, I mean this totally fits in with my worldview. Like even the homeless people wouldn't eat the shit.
Hey, I've had it before. It's not that bad on crackers, but I mean, it's not my first choice.
no, hey, look.
No,
There are
Hurricane-
gonna be
50-year-old
people who eat it.
government cheese I've never tried, but
if they were to put it
I
on
can
the
only
market,
imagine
there
the
would be
smell.
people who buy it.
yeah.
especially
talking-
make it cheap enough nowadays.
Nowadays people will probably buy it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Maybe
No,
you could
and-
run cars on it.
But
I wonder-
Joe's right.
I wonder
Joe's
what kind of wine goes with it.
right. Box
Box.
Box
Yeah,
wine.
it has to be box.
Box wine.
Yeah. or wine in an aluminum can, like
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Did y'all ever watch like Good Mythical Morning?
No idea what that is.
With
No,
Rhett and Link, because they'll buy stuff on like eBay that's like 40 years old, candy and stuff like that, and they'll
Oh,
actually
yes,
crack it
yes.
open and eat some of the stuff. And one of them is like, is that Boggs? Is that Boggsy? You know, because they've got an old like it's like a candy bar from like some
Mhm.
baseball player from like the 70s or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And they
yeah,
actually
yeah.
have it in a case, and they'll open it up and smell it and compare it to the other thing. They'll literally like sometimes they won't swallow it, but they'll like taste it just to put it on their tongue.
Wade
and go,
Boggs.
"Oh,
Wade
no."
Boggs.
Yeah, Wade Boggs. Yeah,
Yeah. You're right.
it's hilarious.
what's
and
his
it's like
name?
y'all are really gonna put that in your mouth.
Oh my god. No. Like I saw their. You're right.
I put
'cause
worse in my mouth.
I saw. They did.
We
They did.
all probably have it somewhere.
You guys
That
know.
one time in college.
Yeasty.
You guys know I have put so much worse in my mouth. Damien's been there for some of it, and so
He was the one putting it there.
I'm surprised it fit.
He's got one of those trick jaws, you know.
no. Like no. It's funny that me and Brittany one time did
I
a
love that,
contest.
Toxic Cheese Avenger.
It's
Origin
origin
story.
story. Yeah.
We must.
It's like the
19
opening
movie.
crawl. What Scott was reading is like the opening crawl to a Toxic Cheese Avenger movie.
Right, exactly, right?
During the 1970s dairy crisis, Jimmy Carter stashed millions of pounds of government cheese.
Start working on the screenplay.
I'm
There
on
you
it.
go,
Yeah, I'll
there-
put it
there
right
you
next
go.
to my Jurassic Crisis.
So
script,
you
yeah.
got to start it with "In a world where
In a world.
Jimmy Carter stashed millions of pounds of government cheese in a cave in Wisconsin or wherever it was,
Missouri.
Missouri,
Missouri.
Like
Springfield,
it-
Missouri. It's not too
Missouri.
far from here.
Missouri.
It's in his
You have to-
backyard.
You have to put this. You have to put it as this is his original attempt at like saving people that went horribly wrong, and then he was like, you know what? I'm washing my hands of this, and I'm building homes, and I'm gonna make a
And it-
straw that people can drink warm water
Yeah.
out of.
Years later, during the what it would be? It would be like the nuclear waste crisis of 2005.
Have you ever seen that King
Sorry.
of the Hill episode with Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
Where like Hank
Oh, yeah.
is like building Habitat for Humanity houses,
Mhm.
and he has like this big argument with his dad, and like Jimmy Carter comes in and like mediates the argument between the two, and like in the end he gets in his car and he drives away, and all that Bobby saw were that his initials were JC, and he's like, that was Jesus.
You know, I like as
Christ
much
is not a
credit as
last
he
name.
gets. Like there's a few things that he can like pass away with. Like he was the first person to bring peace to the Middle East, right? And now that we've learned that actually Reagan worked with Iran, or no, Libya, no.
Mhm.
What was
Check.
no, what was the it was not it's the one right above Jordan.
You're
What was
asking
the-
me geography questions.
Oh no, like there was the 80s like crisis that they had our people hostage, and that's one of the things that end up leading to us losing, or
That was
not
the-
us. Was
like
it-
during the Reagan era. Like,
yeah, before Reagan was like at the end of anyways, like now that we found out that Reagan actually had a deal with them to hold on to the prisoners until
Was
he
it
was
Syria
elected.
or Lebanon?
I think it was Lebanon. Right. So we were like, we had people trapped there, and now we found out that Reagan actually his campaign worked with Lebanon to get them to hold on to the American prisoners until after the election, because if they release it, then Jimmy Carter would have won. And so we've actually found out that he worked.
Wait, is
like,
that
with them.
like when you say we found out? Like this is like verified information?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't believe it. I'm just saying that's fucking crazy that information got out.
No, right. No, and like some of the stuff that like again, I'm one of those that like I there's because again, I was a kid during the Reagan era, and my family, like I grew up with a jingoistic appreciation for Reagan. And because like again, I was a
My
child,
family too. Yeah.
right? But no, but like also I was a child, right? And when you're
Yeah.
a child, look, you look at your
Whatever
president, and you're
parents
like,
say, yeah.
well, and also you look at your president with like this awe, right? That's your natural inclination. So I grew up with an awe of Reagan, and now like so much that's come out, you're like, what the heck was wrong with him and these people? Like, that's crazy, like, you know, and stuff. But anyways, so like with Jimmy Carter, like he can hang his hat on like the fact that like the only like he was the first president, and kind of like Trump was the second of sorts, but the only like the first president to have peace in the Middle East and make a deal between two Middle East countries with Israel and Egypt. He created Habitat Humanity, and he eradicated multiple diseases with his filter straw that allows you to drink dirty water that he gave out to like millions of people in millions and hundreds of countries so that they could have clean drinking water by drinking the straw that would filter out all the junk out of it. Like
I have issues with Jimmy Carter's like economic principles and some of his
Absolutely.
politics, but
yeah, I totally get it.
I will say that his biggest failing as a president, the reason he didn't get a second term, was just he was too much of an idealist to be
Yes.
president.
I agree. No,
And he is a good man. He was a good man. He's done a lot of good.
Yeah.
I just think that he was maybe too good to be a president.
I think that's a fair thing because
And
I
that's
agree.
a sad thing in this day and age, though.
Oh, that's
You're
true.
too
Yeah, it's
good to
definitely
be a
sad.
president, you know.
No, I think the people that
No, we need
earnestly
people with many flaws.
no,
As many as we can find packed into
No.
one person.
the people that are ethical don't get
orange
to become
skin.
our leaders.
Well,
Right?
yeah, because the way it's set up now, this is not going to happen.
Right.
Like if you're
Yeah.
ethical, you're going to get eaten alive this day you walk into Washington.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like Bernie Sanders, I love Bernie
He's to
Sanders.
the left, everybody.
Yes, I love Bernie Sanders, but his biggest flaw was that like he saw his opponents as like he would never go after Biden, right? He would never go after Biden because Biden's his friend, and he was too good to run for president. Like he pushed a lot of great ideas, at least from my perspective, pushed a lot of great ideas to try and benefit people, but would never like truly point out the flaws of his opponent. So like he's getting attacked, and if you don't punch back, you lose the fight, right? It's kind of like it's pugilism in a way. And that's the unfortunate thing about our politics. We don't care about policy. We care about like the real, the reality TV is what we care about.
Well, that also happened to Carter. Like
Yeah.
when Reagan wanted to debate him, he was more, he actually believed that if he worked harder as a president and was like staying true to the job that he was supposed to do, then
Right.
he would be reelected just on that alone.
On merit, right.
On merit. And so he didn't really prep for his debates with Reagan, and that's why Reagan basically mopped the floor with him.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, again, it's just he was too idealistic.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He thought policy matters.
I know, right? No, and so yeah, like but like so let's continue with the here's the interesting thing that I'd like to ask. So we just came from our discussion about TV moms. I still have like I think 30 or so moms that we didn't get to.
Yeah, this is how our podcast goes. We have a topic and then we talk about bullshit for like an hour.
We talk around it for a long time.
Oh my god, so long. But
Hey, and I'm not going to be able to stay that much longer because
yeah.
Why we
We'll-
started early. So
yeah, we'll be wrapping up. So, but like, here's my question: who would you say are the moms that brought you into manhood? We'll phrase it that way. Like, who are the moms
it made you feel something.
that made you realize, like, I'm a guy. Like I am a heterosexual.
Scott, there
male.
was your mom, but
She wasn't a TV mom though.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about real world experiences there for
No,
a
no,
second.
no. Who are the TV moms that like kind of brought you into to manhood, if you will?
I gotta think about that. I can think of other women from TV, but not necessarily moms.
For me, it was Dr. Crusher.
Yeah,
That was definitely-
I was
That's a
about to
good
say
one.
Beverly Crusher.
Yeah, that was
I was
definitely
more
one
of
of
a
them.
that was more of a Troy guy personally, but
yeah. She
Nothing
was a
wrong with
mom
Crusher.
once in the show. She was a mom briefly.
Oh, that's right. She had that one star child. So yeah, there you go,
Yeah,
Troy.
yeah.
Oh, did you? Oh,
She was raped by an entity and gave birth to its child, or gave birth to it.
This all happened in like a week. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the child grew up and died. So
Yeah. So yeah, there you go, Troy.
Was that one episode?
yeah,
Yeah, that was all in one episode.
all in one episode.
I totally forgot about that.
But what Troy had that I don't think Crusher had were those huge tracts of land that really got my attention. Especially like in the first season when she was like walking around in miniskirts, like classic Star
Mm.
Trek.
Mm.
Oh man, come on. She had that like cheerleader outfit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she looked
Well,
like a Star Trek
come
cheerleader
on.
the whole time.
No.
It's like give her two
Crusher.
pom poms.
Crusher had the
Go
huge tracts
Picard.
of lands, but it's just that she was more like, again, Troy was the one that they exploited, the appearance rather than, and Crusher was more professionally like dressed, right?
Mhm.
And even when they evolved Troy to a more like appropriate kind of dress, she was still, it was very much accenting her figure, right?
Mhm.
Where Beverly Crusher just had that like
She's just
boxy
wearing a
kind of
standard
outfit.
uniform. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And
but in
so-
that one episode where they were doing stretches in the gym or
Ah,
whatever,
that is a
yeah.
really good
It was like-
episode. I don't remember anything else
about-
about it, but
Talk about assets.
Right. Hey, like again, when what's her name? What was the actress's name that played Dr. Crusher? Gates
Oh,
McFadden.
Gates
Gates
McFadden,
McFadden.
yeah.
When she was on Dream On, like that was a. Oh wait, sorry. There's something on my screen. I was like, is there something on my forehead? But like when she was on the TV HBO show Dream On when I was a kid, that I like. She didn't go quite as far as I was hoping with her experience on there, but she was undressed, and she is a beautiful woman. So
well, you mentioned HBO. I'm sure there were a lot of moms on the Real Sex series that did something for me.
Yeah, yeah. There's that too. Yeah. That's also where I learned all about different kinds of.
Shirley Jones also was a
Mhm.
really like Shirley Jones as Shirley Partridge in the Partridge Family. She was a really attractive mom. That was not a mom that had 6 kids or whatever it was. Like, that is not what a woman who has had 6 kids would appear as, we'll say. Unless you're wearing Spanx. Anybody else?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, mine weren't mothers.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Like, I can think of a lot of women, but I can't think of many mothers. Was Fran Drescher a mom in whatever that show was?
The nanny?
Nanny?
Yeah.
No, she was
just the nanny.
No,
yeah.
she was a nanny, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, actually she became a stepmom because they ended up getting married.
Oh,
That's true. So
Yeah.
that she
Step-
counts. I mean,
stepmom.
everything about her except her voice, obviously. But like, come on.
Now,
the mom from Who's the Boss?
yes,
Yeah.
Judith Light. Judith
Yeah,
Light,
yeah.
yeah,
She was
as
pretty
Angela
good.
Bauer. Yep, she's on my list. Yeah.
Mm,
No, like here's one of the things that I'll say. Like, so she was a mom and a gilf, but like Elizabeth Grolan. No, I'm sorry, Catherine Hellman as Mona Robinson from Who's the Boss.
Yeah.
Like the thing that I appreciated about her was that, especially in that time, again, like we talk about like Katie, Katie Seagal. Right, and Married with Children. Again, Damien intimated a mom that was an attractive mom, right?
Mhm.
And but like Mona, I really, because again, you're talking about the roles of women, and like even like Mary Tyler Moore, like as a single woman, still was very like it was still a very kind of almost prudish kind of experience, or conservative kind of experience with like her dating and different things
Calling
like that.
conservatives prudes.
No, it's just like again, but like come on, like you had the Dick Van Dyke Show. Okay,
Mhm.
Mary Tyler Moore. First off, the fact that I forgot about Mary Tyler Moore in the Dick Van Dyke Show as a mom, my God, right?
Well, Lucille Ball became a mom on I Love Lucy as well.
yeah, but did she
Nice,
do that for you?
Great, Sean, great.
Didn't
great.
do
Yeah.
it for me, no. But I mean, like, yeah.
Well, on,
Yeah,
on-
no,
on-
Lisa Ball
you-
was another one on my list. Yeah.
I mean, unless you had a foot fetish and you're watching that great episode,
I will say we mentioned Donna Reed in the Prime
Oh,
stream,
gosh,
and
she
like
was
she was pretty goddamn hot. That's one of the reasons I watched it.
beautiful. Yeah.
going back to Who's the Boss, I just had a thing for Alyssa Milano, but she wasn't
Well,
a
of
mom.
course,
She is
yeah.
the,
Yeah.
All of
I
us
had
had
a
a thing for
huge,
Alyssa Milano
huge
at some
crush on
point, I'm
Alyssa
sure.
Milano back
Yeah.
in the day.
Oh yeah.
Like Kiss of
Yeah.
or not Kiss of a Vampire. That's a Nicolas Cage movie, but that other like
The
vampire.
vampire one. Yeah, no, I was thinking
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like every 80s kids like it
What,
finally
what was that?
happened!
What was that
I-
one movie? Poison Ivy? Was it her, or was it?
No,
or
she
that
was
the other?
she was in it, and then there was another
Drew Barry. Wasn't Drew Barrymore in one of
No,
them?
I think it was
they were both in it.
Jamie Presley.
I don't
maybe.
remember. I don't.
My sister used to get one of those teen magazines. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Yeah, I used to go through them and steal all the Alyssa Milano pictures out of them. Stick
Yeah.
them on my
Glue them
wall
to
in my
your-
bedroom.
glue them
Yeah,
to your
yeah,
wall.
Yeah,
He
Glue
didn't
them-
need glue. He
I
didn't
did
need
glue.
glue.
All right.
Yeah, it was Jamie Presley. So it was Alyssa Milano, and Jamie Presley then took over.
Okay.
I did kind of have the hots for Christina Applegate in
Oh,
Married with
yeah.
Children.
Yes.
Everybody did.
Yes, everybody did. When she used to wear those tight little black mini skirts,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, oh my god, I'd watch
You know-
that show for her for the most
Yes.
part.
But no, like one of the things I really liked about Christina Applegate was like,
Mhm.
so for us, she's our age.
Yeah.
Like, so for us to fantasize and what have you about her. I think it was appropriate. But one of the things that she came out and I thought was really great, and I'm glad that she did, was when she came out and talked about like grown men fantasize, like the pedophilistic construct that was her, right?
Mhm.
That, if I were watching it now, for me, I would be like, oh, darling, like you need a parent, right? You need a parent, right? And that's how it should have been seen and portrayed by grown men, right? But then you have that, like, back in our day, we had radio shows that had like the countdown until the Olsen twins turned 18, like 40 men, like how do you have
that? I remember what show was that?
bunch of them. There was a bunch of them. Like we had them in our local, but like there was a number of them, and that's something that happened for years for a lot of like countdown till Britney turned 18, and all these different things, right? Countdown till Christina Applegate turned 18, or not Christina
Aguilar.
Christina Aguilar turned 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like these, and what's her name that was in the Dukes of Hazzard? Jessica Simpson. Right, another like countdown till she turned 18, like or like even more recently, what's her name that played Hermione?
Oh yeah, Emma Roberts.
Yeah, like countdown till she turned 18. Like
They just did it for Zendaya too. Yeah.
Oh, did they? Oh,
Yeah.
Like how do you not realize that you're just advocating that you're just announcing that you're a pedophile? And that the only thing that's keeping you from actually like following through with this is the fact that there's laws against it, right? But inherently, you're a pedophile. You're just not acting on it. Like,
Well, I mean, that's like the thesis of the feminine mystique, right there. You just like
Right.
laid it out.
Mhm.
right? Like, and so like when she called that out, and again, and the fact that we haven't learned from that, and that we're not raising our men to be better, like,
That's very true. Julie Benz was very hot in Dexter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
wait,
Mhm.
which one was Julie Benz?
I'm trying to remember the character's name. She was the mom that like died in the bathtub.
Yes. Dexter's girlfriend / wife.
Dexter's girlfriend.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, like, okay, like in modern, like Sofia Vergara, like from Modern Family, she was she was Jay's wife.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's married to
Al
no.
in the show.
In the show. No, she's
Al
actually
remarried.
Joe Manchella.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's Joe Mangiello. Like, so he was the werewolf guy in True Blood, and like he's like this big D&D dork. He had like shows about him playing D&D. Like he turned a wine cellar that they had in a house into this like D&D dungeon with like this like dragon head on it and everything. Like, and he would have all these famous people come over and play in their game. And I like the fact that like one of us like married Sofia Vergara. I was like, way to go, Joe.
You're living vicariously through him.
No. Because I'll choose my wife. Like I'm a sapient sexual. Like I will choose my wife over any person just because.
What about a tree?
No,
She prefers brains over wood.
No.
Wait, I thought
She's
we established
accepting of it.
already that you're a dendrophiliac.
Yeah, no. She's very open to my dendrophilia and the fact that I'm tree gay.
Like a tree
Yeah.
swinger.
She's accepting. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, like
He likes the wood.
Yeah, so she's like, go do your
Most
thing,
people
whatever.
swinging
That's why
from
he
trees,
has
I
that
think it's something
special
specific.
headboard.
I go up to random trees and go, yes, my little sapling, I will nurture you. Yes, my child. And so-
Every time I'm walking around and I see a tree with like a big knot hole in it, I always think of you, Scott.
Scott's tree gay.
Now, my celebrity
Big
crush
knot hole
isn't
for
like
the
isn't on TV. That's Monica Bellucci. I would do anything for her. She's the Merovingian's wife in The Matrix, and
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But I need to get going, guys. If y'all,
Yeah,
I
was about
if
to
y'all
ask
want to
Damien
keep
what
it going,
time.
go ahead.
Yeah.
But I'm
No,
I
gonna-
think
I
I'm
got
No,
gonna
I need to
drop
get
out.
done because I got little one coming over for her birthday celebration here.
This was just
Oh, happy
supposed to be a-
birthday!
Yeah.
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 Cool.
So she's
Cool.
5 now.
Ooh,
5. Yeah. That's a
5.
good age.
one whole hand.
One whole hand. Yes, 5.
Yeah.
I'm 5.
I'm this many. I'm
I'm 5
this
years
many.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she do the half things too? It's like I'm 5.5 now. I need another birthday.
Yeah.
No, she tries to. Actually, since her birthday is in July, basically Christmas is on the other side of that's the halfway point kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like, dude, if you get the chance, introduce her to Bluey. Like, it'll
I'll see if I can find.
I'm gonna
that
try and watch Bluey when I'm at work on my lunch break, so I can just disturb everybody else. Like, why is he watching this kid show? Like, we already know Joe was nuts, but like,
I'm doing research.
Very important
yes,
research.
and you got a birthday wish.
Yep. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, Sean. That was cool.
Appreciate it.
It's been fun, guys. So
Yep.
All right.
All right. Much love, y'all.
Yep.
Bye.
Peace
Bye.
out.
Peace.